exchange rates and best buys. This topic comes under the bracket of ratios. So if we look at a best buy or better value for money, our example is coffee sachets sold in boxes. You can buy a small, medium or large box. In the small box you get 12 sachets for £5.65. In the medium box you get 20 sachets for £9.20. And in the large box you get 35 sachets for £15.75. Now, if this were about number of sachets, or if it was, millilitres of milk, like 100 millilitres or 200 millilitres of milk, we'd set it up in the same way. Put your amount that you get for that certain price. And really what we want to do is work out, well, what will be the cost for one sachet? What would be the cost per 1 millilitre? What would be the cost per 1 kilogram? Whatever it is that we're talking about, we want to try and find out the cost per one of those items. So we're going to use our ratio to do that. If we know the cost of 12, if we divide that by 12, we work out the cost of 1. So we divide the cost by 12. So £5.65 divided by 12. That gives us 0.47 ... it was 0.83 recurring pence. Although money can only be to 2 decimal places, we're just going to keep the decimals for this example. And we're going to repeat for the 20 sachets and for the 35 sachets. We're going to work out the cost of 1. So we divide both sides by 20. So that's £9.20 divided by 20. When you put that in your calculator, you get 0.46. So that is 0.46 pounds or 46 pence. And then the same, £15.75 divided by 35, that gets you 0.45 pence. So the best value for money, whichever one is the lowest price, that's going to be the large box. Now for exchange rates. Again, this is very similar in that we're going to be using a ratio to do this. If you ever get stuck with exchange rates, just imagine to yourself, perhaps for every £1 you've got €2. So if something costs £5, it will cost double the amount, €10, because you are to go from pounds to euros timesing by 2. And vice versa, you go euros to pounds, divide by 2. So if you ever get stuck, always make yourself an example. And we follow the same method. In this example, for every €1, that is then $1, so $1.125. So to go euros to dollars, you do 1 times 1.125. Because 1 times 1.125 gets you 1.125. And then 1.125 divided by itself is 1. So we go back to euros that way. And it will be the same thing, pounds to euros. Times by 1.65, divide by 1.65. So let's say we buy a TV and it costs €250. How much would that cost in dollars? And how much would that cost in pounds? So let's follow our exchange rate. For every €1, that's $1.125. So we are following this direction, euros to dollars. So that's 250 multiplied by 1.125. And that gives us $281.25. And now we want to work out the cost of that TV, that €250 TV, but in pounds. So we're going euros to pounds. For every £1, that's 1.65 euros. So we've got to go this way. So 1.65 divided by 1.65 gives you 1. So that's 250 divided by 1.65 gives us 151.51 pounds.